What makes forex gurus or popular traders actually lose their cars? We saw a lot of videos of their cars being repossessed, seeing their cars on auction and all those stuff. So I just want to share you my insights and how do I think about the whole situation. This scammer story and all those things that you see on the internet when a trader loses his car. Let's just talk about life. Guys, in this thing called life, there are some things called setbacks. Né? Setback happen to all of us. All of us, even the best of us, it happens to all of us. In this life, you're going to lose your loved one, you're going to have a tough time. Sometimes things are not going to go according to plan. That is part of life. So when I see this kind of videos of them losing cars, I just never feel like excited and all those stuff. I just feel like, okay, some individual is going on a certain stage in their life that he or she has lost their car. So that what happened for me when I actually see this kind of stories of them losing their cars and all those stuff. The crazy thing about becoming a forex trader is that you are not allowed to to have a downfall or have a setback. I think that is one thing that makes a lot of forex traders who have a bit setback or who decide to deactivate their social media and all those stuff because of the pressure that it comes with becoming a forex trader. I don't know which picture we have portrayed to the people, that shows that forex traders don't have setback. Forex traders always have money. Forex traders are living a life, which is not true. Forex traders do have setbacks. Forex traders do have some struggling moment in their life. Forex traders do go through the most in life, like any individual, like any profession. There is a setback. Just because you are going through all these things uh, doesn't mean that you are a scammer. It doesn't go like that. It's gonna be like, they should have bike tires or they should have buy polo because they are cheaper to maintain and all those stuff. I'm not gonna talk about that, but I just wanna talk about like cars in general. Like cars are so overrated, especially in this industry. Cars are so overrated. Cars are just overrated for me. I don't know why. Probably someone said they are not overrated, they are overpriced, but there is something just doesn't add up. But I understand for a lot of people who are in the forest industry, forest business basically, who are selling causes, selling signals and all those stuff, they use all these flashy materials like buying cars for personal brand. Personal brand is one of the worst enemy. It's personal brand and personal lifestyle. Those are the worst thing that you can actually invest in when you becoming a forex trader, because at some point you're gonna feel like all the money that you're making in the industry, you have to actually put it on your personal brand just to keep the business running, and you are not making any money because the money that you make, you need to put it on your personal brand, you need to put it on your apartment, you need to pay your car, pay your bills. It becomes too much, and I've become so smart at actually not falling into that trap, because I've saw the trap is not profitable. Putting all your hard cash in investing so much in the personal brand and forgetting investing in real things like property, for instance. People need to understand that forex trading is not a passive income. Basically, forex is an active income. It's an active income because you need to be on the charts, you need to be analyzing, you need to be in a good state of mind to actually make good financial decision in order for you to actually win trades. So you need to be okay mentally, spiritually, to actually make good trades and become a profitable trader. So forex trading is not a passive income, it's an active income. So whatever happened in your personal life, what is happening in your personal life, if your loved ones are sick or you have some family issues, or you've broken up with your girlfriend or boyfriend and you are not right spiritually, obviously that is gonna affect you when it comes to the market, because you are just coming into the market. Probably, for instance, you just broken up with your girlfriend and you feel like you just want to make a lot of money to show her what she's missing out, and then you decide to actually make a revenge and try to make crazy trades so you can make a lot of money and try to make her jealous. And the forex market does not care, guys. We've seen that so many times, that the market does not care what you're going through, what is happening in your life currently. So it's gonna chow you without having any sympathy, So what happens to your personal life has a huge impact, is what is gonna happen in your trading career. So if you are having a bit of a setback, if you go to the market, like for instance, let me just make an example. Whenever you are trying to make money in the financial markets, when you need it, like when you really really need it, you are not gonna make that money. I hope that makes sense. Like when you've lost in your job, or you are trying to buy something and you go to the financial market trying to make that money, there are few chances of you making that money. Like there's a saying, I don't know if it's a saying or what, but there's a term that goes, don't trade with the money you cannot afford to lose. Because if you're trading with the money you cannot afford to lose, you are just a emotional species. You are so emotional, you're gonna make so much of emotional decision. So that's my whole view about this. Like personal branding, I don't know, the industry that we are, personal branding is always stick with material things. You should, I personally believe, like we all have our own opinions. Probably your opinion is not the same as mine, but I believe that you shouldn't invest so much in your personal brand in such a way that you are just making money to actually maintain that personal brand. I believe that if you have a brand, for instance, you are a YouTuber, the only way you should invest in your personal brand is probably getting a good camera, getting a good mic, getting a good lighting, and all those stuff. Getting a simple car. Don't get something that is gonna chow you in such a way that you are no longer seeing the money. Here in this industry, a lot of people just get in the business, fixing their personal brand by buying things that they do not need, but they trying to sink so much of attention, like buying cars, like buying so many cars. Obviously, it's gonna go. People are gonna look at you and they be like, okay, this guy's making a lot of money because he has X amount of cars, or he's going to clubs. A lot of them love going to clubs, popping bottles and all those stuff. And then you're gonna find yourself in the same situation with a lot of traders are. Bad decision. It's just bad decision, man. Bad investment and bad decision, that are part of life. Bad decision. Investing in unnecessary things. You're always gonna find yourself in those kind of situations where you are now. Someone once said to me, I want to say it in Zulu. He said that inqumo esiyithatha manje do not affect us right now, like, but they affect us in future. Like the horrible decision that we are making right now do not affect us immediately, but they do affect us in the near future. So some have made those bad decisions by buying a Golf 8, buying whatever car that they desire, but it's not affecting them right now because they are still on the road and all those stuff until something bad happens to that car, because a car is a huge liability. I've said it so many times, a car is overrated. I'm going to continue saying this. When you've made that decision, probably your car hits the road, because anything happens in the road or they hit you, now you have to fix this car. Now you're realizing, so man, I made a horrible decision. I was once in that position as well. We make so many bad decisions. Bad decision. Bad decision. Parce que ekugcineni ukhula. you have to go through all these bad decisions in order for you to grow, you know. Um, you're just gonna sound like a bitter person when someone has money and you are actually giving them this kind of advice, telling them no, don't buy a car, invest in land and all those stuff, you know. I've never saw anyone who just made this decision. You must be really disciplined in order for you to actually just, when you make money, and just make the right decision. It's part of life. I think most of us go through it. You know, we go through those kind of decisions where um, you just have to make the bad decision in order for you to grow. And then when you've made those bad decisions, then you realize it's all each one flop, like who ngathatha 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and then now you are stuck. You know, you're in a position where you really need money, but you use it inappropriate when you got it. You know, so it's okay. It's okay for people to make mistakes. I think it's okay for them to have setbacks, to lose cars, to go through the whole process of life. You know, at the end of the day, we didn't have mentors, or we didn't have, most of us didn't have like people we grew up looking up to. So the only way we're gonna learn is us making mistakes, learning from them, losing cars, um, making bad financial decisions, you know, in order for us to actually not make those mistakes again. So it's okay, man. It's okay to lose your car. It's okay to go through what you go through, you know, to grow in this certain way. It's okay, you know, but you just have to don't make the same mistakes twice.